Hey everybody, this is Settler38 here. We have a box of 2016 Donruss. I picked it up pretty cheaply. I want to say this was about 32 bucks. A few dollars on tax, but nothing too much extra here. We got, I think this is the first time we've had a full box to open up. We had the mega box about a week ago from Donruss as well, but it wasn't quite as significant. It's quite as many packs as are here. You can see the company that sold the box to me was polite enough to put their sticker up here. We're expecting one autograph or a memorabilia card per box. Again, on average, we're looking at an 82 throwback design. Retail exclusive here has green parallels numbered to 99 or less, maybe rated rookie die cuts, maybe memorabilia, and an autograph. As always, I'd love to show you exactly what all Panini has put up here, but it is infinitesimally small. I couldn't even try to look at it. Well, anyways, it's going to be a longer video, so I want to make sure that we do this as quickly as possible. We're looking for some pretty fun rookies this time. Looking for Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber, looking for Miguel Sano, Aaron Nola, Luis Severino. A lot of the people that we were seeing over on the 2016 update set as well. Some prospects. We have Snell, we have Giolito, we have Mazara. I can't talk today. There's a collegiate AJ Puck as well that we might be trying to find here. That's interesting. It's actually printed onto the box, that little logo. I thought that was a Target or Meijer exclusive sort of thing. All right, we got Ortiz up on the box. We have the packs themselves. See exactly what sort of luck we have this time with these. I don't know what's going to look best for us. I suppose that'll do. Packs feel fairly light. There's only 6 cards per pack this time instead of the normal 8 or so. Let me get into our first pack of cards here. We're going to look for the typical nameplate variations. Some of these are the actual up here in terms of nicknames. Some will say Rookie of the Year, MVP, so on and so forth. Colin McHugh off Houston. Ben Revere. Let's look at the backs here to see what we've got going on. Definitely throwback to the 80s. Has the year stat batting totals here for Mr. Revere. Pretty decent 2015. Batting in 306 on 152 games. We got a throwback card. Ryan Sandberg. He was definitely playing when I was still young, watching the Cubs on WGN, the Superstation. I think that was their tagline, along with TBS running the same sort of tagline. I can't keep cards up. Let's not slide those along the table. DJ LeMahieu up next. We have Diamond Kings for Brian Dozier. Diamond Kings this time look pretty similar to some of the other years. About a paragraph of information, the playing position, of course, the name without the actual team name, since Topps have that agreement with Major League Baseball. And we have a George Brett here to end the pack. Again, the throwback to the 82 style. Pretty solid looking card, pretty crisp print there. And that's what that card looks like. All right, pack 2. I'm going to vary, I guess, between the 2 stacks that are in the box. All right. We have Joey Votto, Evan Longoria during his Tampa Bay days, Salvador Perez, Eduardo Rodriguez. We got Altuve on the Diamond Kings version, and Alcides Escobar on the throwback card. All right, so nothing too absurd with that second pack. All right, pack 3. I think we got kind of spoiled with some of the later 18, 19, 20 releases of Donruss coming up with a lot of the variants and crazy looking things. Our like bearer of good news, I suppose, Matt Carpenter. See him everywhere when we're cracking packs. Manny Machado. Pretty good get this time around. Prince Fielder, getting towards the end of his career at this point. During his time with the Rangers. The line of the Shields Jr. was watching his Poppy play baseball back when I was a kid. We have a variant here. The Collegiate National Team, Steven Nogasek. And Cal Ripken on the back. A USA Baseball is one of the most plain cards I've ever seen. It's got the stars and the stripes kind of in the back. And very late looking picture of Cal Ripken there. Nothing too much to write home about for that pack either. We'll get into a hot groove here soon. We'll see some better rookies or prospects, I'm sure, before this box concludes. Again, for $36 or $32, whatever it ended up being. It's going to have a few dud packs. There we go. Robinson Cano. Good way to start off a pack. Adam Wainwright, another solid player here, of course. John Lester. I was just listening to a video about the meltdown of the 2011 Red Sox. Just the whole beer and chicken gate that they had going on where they didn't listen to their strength and conditioning coach. Odubel Herrera. Masters of the Game, Mariano Rivera. Another side set. Another very plain looking side set, but still a name and always one to put into the personal collection. I suppose we'll put that one up here until we get that to be replaced. And Starling Marte on the throwback. All right. Moving into the next pack here. One cracked from the front as opposed to the back. It feels kind of thick, but I don't know if I'm just hoping for something or not. Maybe. We'll see what's back here. CC Sabathia. Good beginning. Adrian Beltre. Mookie Betts. Michael Franco. Carlos Gonzalez. Is this anything, or is this just a spacer? We have Chris Bryant on the studio set of these cards, looking very suave. Now this card, this side set looks a little bit better. I like the use of the red and the gray going on here. Again, another one of those that has about a paragraph of information. All right, so the first in the studio set, both in terms of what we've seen and in terms of where it places in the set. Keep pushing through the packs. Who is up next? What sort of hotness are we going to see? AJ Pollock on the back. We got a Mike Trout. That's always good for the personal collection. We're still working to create one for Mr. Trout here. Wait, we got AJ Pollock twice? No. What? Yeah, we have two different versions. So we've got the throwback and the normal base set look for AJ Pollock. I don't realize I've been not looking for the nameplate variation, so I might have missed one. Clayton Kershaw. Yu Darvish. There we go. We pulled 3 different Corey Seager rookie cards from our 2016 Topps Update Mega Box. It's always a good get, Mr. Seager here. So that's his studio version. Let's see if I can start packing through these cards without knocking these guys over. All right, so maybe a little bit stronger of the last few packs. Let's keep moving through and see what sort of further additions we can have here. All right, Eric Hosmer on the back. We got Altuve, the plain set. Troy Tulowitzki. Jung Ho Kang, the Pirates. Jose Fernandez, the Marlins. Oh, it looks like a checklist card. That's fantastic. And then, like I said, concluding with the Eric Hosmer. No, nothing to write home about for that pack. All right, what are we looking at here? All right. Looking good timeline-wise. Looking good shot-wise. Hoping to pull a Nolan Ryan card out of here. There's a few different ones in this set. Like I said, we're going to work on boosting my personal collection with what I pull. And we can hope to see something like that here before we finish up this box. Jacob deGrom for the Mets. Jason Hayward. Steven Strasburg, who just actually pulled one of his cards out of 2017 Gallery. Ichiro during this Marlins time, so I suppose that could merit an inclusion. We'll put him in front of Brian Dozier. Buddy Reed off the Collegiate National Team. Madison Bumgarner, the throwback card. Another one of those spacer sort of cards, not quite as thick as the other spacer we pulled, but... All right. We open this pack and then get a little bit of water. I feel a bit parched. I don't want to just rush through these. It's a fun bit of zen. Love that noise coming off the cracking of the pack. Hopefully we can love what's in said pack. This sixth, this time, Carlos Correa. Hisashi Iwakuma for the Mariners. Carlos Carrasco, the Indians. We got a mascot, the San Diego Chicken. That definitely was a card that was pretty hot stuff back in the day. We got a signature series, looks like right here. You can see who we got. There we go. R1 signature. Hopefully we get more. Is Michael Franco for Philadelphia. Sticker auto. Miguel Cabrera at the back. Non-numbered at all. Unless I'm missing it somewhere. Nice bit of foiling on it. So we can always dig a new card or two in the signature collection. All right. So that's about halfway through the box. All right, so a solid enough get for that signature. The second half of the box, or so. Garrett Cole during his time with the Pirates. Francisco Lindor. Yoenis Cespedes, another card we got out of the gallery. Omar Vizquel. He's still actively playing at this time. No, it doesn't look like it. He ended up having nearly 3,000 games played. He definitely was a cornerstone of my time watching baseball when I was younger. We got a Power Alley card. Giancarlo Stanton. My voice is really odd. And a Prince Fielder to do a throwback card with. Let's put that up here to keep things looking nice and fresh. All right, next pack. Still a lot of insert cards. That's been fun. Pretty good collection of stars and then up-and-comers. David Price. Aroldis Chapman, Kyle Seager, Pedro Alvarez, another Power Alley, Schwarber this time, rookie card, Buster Posey, another one of the security cards. Let's just keep putting those right in front there. So pulling some pretty decent rookie cards this time. Still would like to see Trey Turner and Miguel Sano, maybe Aaron Nola this time. Adore seeing AJ Puck. I don't know how rare of a pull that would be though. Next pack. Joey Votto on the back. Kendrys Morales. Anthony Rizzo. Alcides Escobar. Pete Rose card, another throwback card. We can put that up somewhere, I'm sure. During his time with the Reds. There's a rated rookie. There's that Aaron Nola we were looking for. Fantastic. And then we have that Joey Votto throwback card on the back. Suppose I had these here for a reason. The Aaron Nola right there. All right. Like I said, I'm looking for Nolan Ryan this time. I'll have to see if this pops up in the last 10 packs or so. I know what we're at now. All right, next pack. Cole Calhoun. Zach Greinke. Rusney Castillo. Yasmani Thomas. There's Billy Burns, Diamond Kings. And D. Gordon in the throwback slot. Let's move some of these cards. I'm waiting for a card avalanche to knock everything over. All right. Another pack with a spacer in it, feels like. It's incredibly heavy. It is a good way to stop people from just cracking into these and thinking they have a big relic, but if most of the cards that they have offered on autographs are just base cards, then it's not the biggest deterrent, I suppose. We have James Shields starting our pack off. Eddie Rosario. Noah Syndergaard. Wai-Yin Chen out of the Orioles organization. That space we were talking about. We have a Zach Greinke. Diamond Kings on the back of that. It kind of stuck to things. And Carlos Correa as our final throwback card. Let's put these down here for a minute. We'll put Mike Trout back here. I keep worrying about cracking into these. Alright, so this leaves us with about 10 packs here. We got 5 packs that look fairly thin, and then 5 packs that look fairly thick. I'd be surprised if there are that many of those spacers stuck in there still, but we'd have to see. All right, so pack 14, 15. Another Greinke. You know, a lot of his cards this time. Jeurys Familia. Chris Sale during his time in Chicago, the White Sox. Adam Eden. Evan Gattis, related to the guy that made Sherlock, I'm sure. I'm just kidding there, but There's the Miguel Sano. So we're getting good representation of the rookies finally. Alright. Coming up to the next pack. Ooh, we see that we've not seen yet. Michael Wacha. JD Martinez. I don't know if I've seen any nameplate variations. I've been trying to look for them. Kevin Pillar. There's a throwback. Andres Galarraga during his time at the Expos. He was with the Rockies for the longest time. Has his career numbers, of course. Ended up getting close to the 300 average. Decent enough amount of home runs, nearly 400. Leave that over here. We got Michael Taylor on a studio card. And then that final card being David Price. So nothing too absurd that pack. Next pack of cards. Alright, we got the big hurt on the back. We got Frank Thomas. Jose Abreu for the first card here. Carlos Gonzalez. Pedro Martinez. We got Yaz, Carl Yastrzemski in the throwback card slot. Henry Owens, our first time we've seen the rookies subset here. And then that Frank Thomas card, which we can find a spot for. I'm sure we'll cover up Rivera here. Alright, next pack here. Pretty good on the throwbacks. I do like the representation of some of the older baseball players. There we go, finally. Card we've been looking for all night. There's Nolan Ryan and his batting stance. That's interesting. During his time with the Angels, looks like. So that would have put him in the, what, early 80s? Late 70s? I'm not sure when that picture was shot. He looks fairly young there. I'll put him in front of the San Diego Chicken. I think that's a good replacement. All right, Yadier Molina. Fantastic pack so far. Oh, yeah, with Pujols. Down with the Angels. Jake Arrieta. Double Nolan Ryan pack. The time he was with the Mets, even though those colors look like he was with the Yankees. That's weird. And then a numbered card here. We've got a Steven Matz out of 199. 98 out of 199. That is very near his rookie card. They say only essentially 1 year worth of stats. That's probably our best pack so far. Well, sorry, Mr. Trout. We're going to have to cover you up this time. So double Nolan Ryan hit. Numbered card hit. Cool. We're going to have our second Nolan Ryan hit. Our first part of our sub-series, Searching for Ryans, or whatever. I wanted to call it Rippin' for Ryans, but there's a YouTuber, or at least a person on some of the baseball card opening streams named Rippin' for Ripkins. I don't want to bite his style too hard. Starling Marte. Miguel Cabrera. Mariano Rivera. We got a pink Pujols, not numbered, looks like. We're pretty sure. Let's make sure it's not numbered on the back. That's a pretty cool look to it. We'll put that over on the side. And then Kirby Puckett, which I think we've seen already. Let's take down these cards a little bit and put up the Pujols. Is that still in shot? Pretty much, yeah. This is a pretty fun box of cards. Really cheap break. Like I said, this was only about 32 bucks shipped. Might have been 36 when all is said and done, but for 24 packs of a card or set that has some people still playing, you really can't argue with it. Xander Bogaerts, Matt Holliday, Chris Heston, Chris Archer, the Rays, another checklist card, and Chris Bryant on the throwback slot with the spacer. It was an interesting thing. Like when I stopped watching baseball, we just got the Devil Rays. By the time I started again, they lost the devil on their name. Makes sense with all sorts of people being very concerned about that thing, but it was a weird change. I don't know how many teams I'd ever watched that had changed their name kind of midstream. All right, we are left with 4 packs here. One of these is very thick feeling. That's probably going to have a spacer in it. And we'll put it down at the end just in case we get a relic hit or something out of it. Wouldn't imagine it since we've got our numbered card and we have our signature card here. All right. Another Chris Bryant. Sonny Gray. Carlos Martinez. Giancarlo Stanton. Solid pack. In a studio, we have the Trey Turner rookie card here. We have a fantastic pull, if you haven't watched it yet, out of our 2017 Topps Gallery numbered card of Trey Turner's and Yadier Molina here. Take this pile, put back, and we'll put him on up here. Having a very good day in terms of the rookies. They're being pulled. I think we're still missing what? Schwarber Official, Severino, and then the prospects. Giolito and Snell would be cool to pick up this time. Mazar would be cool too, but can't hope for everything with so few packs left. All right. Adam Jones with the Orioles this time. You'd think that these are some sort of fancier cards, but they're just Pirates cards with the bright yellow Mark Melancon. Another throwback, Craig Biggio. George Brett to continue the trend of throwbacks. With the Royals, of course. The prospects. Brendan Rodgers this time. So this is what the prospects cards look like. I don't know if we looked at the back of these yet. Talking about the time with his Grand Junction team. Ended up hitting pretty decent. Is that a... Can't even see right now. 273. I thought it was 373. I was tearing it up. 273 with Grand Junction. And Sonny Gray as our final card there. All right, 2 final packs of this box. We'll be about the half-hour mark by the time we finish up, it looks like. The 10 ultimate pack. Corey Kluber, Indians. Curtis Granderson, Mets. Jason Kipnis. There's Luis Severino. Great. And that's numbered too. That's out of 199. The red version of the studio. I nearly missed that. All right. So 2 numbered cards out of the box. Randy Johnson. Big unit there. And Pete Rose on the throwback. That was a good pack. All right. Final pack. Like I said, it's got a spacer in it, so it's nice and thick. So will we get anything worthwhile, or will it just be kind of a whimper as we close out this box of 2016 Donruss? All right. Yeah. Well, it looks like we might have something fun in there by the end of it. Giordano Ventura, I guess. Dexter Fowler for Chicago. Billy Hamilton for Cincinnati. Frank Thomas again. There's that space. There's something behind it. Aroldis Chapman, red, not numbered. And then Steve Carlton to conclude things. Pretty cool looking picture there. Well, that has been a box of 2016 Donruss. Again, about 32 bucks. Got to pull Nolan Ryan's out of it. Got the Michael Franco signature. Got the rookies we wanted. Aaron Nola back there. Miguel Sano. Luis Severino. Trey Turner. Kyle Schwarber. We got a pretty decent amount. Some different color parallels here too. And then a whole heck of a lot of throwback cards. Can't argue with that. This has been Setla 83. We'll have something new for you here soon.